Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today we are talking about Rapunzel, or the dolls from the movie Tangled. We are going to be looking over the full evolution of Rapunzel and all of her different dolls. Now, this has become a little bit of a series on my channel. I made a video all about the evolution of the Frozen dolls, and I made a video all about the evolution of the Ariel dolls. Now I'm making one all about Rapunzel. If you want to watch the other videos in this series, I will put a link on the screen and somewhere in the description so you can watch it after this video. And let me know in the comments which princess you want me to do next. If you love dolls as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and also check me out on Patreon. I have 9 exclusive videos on my Patreon at the moment. My most recent one is all about the Barbie Dolls of the World line. It is the longest, most detailed video I think I've ever made. So if you want to watch that video and loads of other exclusive videos, support starts from just $3, so what do you have to lose? Now let's talk about the evolution of the Rapunzel doll line. Now, Tangled was released on the 24th of November 2010, making it nearly 15 years old. Oh my gosh, I feel ancient. The film was estimated to cost $260 million, which would make it the most expensive animated film of all time. But luckily, it paid off because the film made $592.5 million at the box office. The name of the film was changed from Rapunzel to Tangled to try and make the film sound more gender neutral after the lackluster performance of Princess and the Frog. They also switched a lot of the marketing to focus on Flynn Rider a lot more and less on Rapunzel. Even though the name was changed, this was still a Disney princess movie. And so it would need merchandise, and more importantly, it would need dolls. And Rapunzel was like the perfect character to transform into a doll. She wore a pretty purple dress and she had incredibly long blonde hair. The first Rapunzel dolls. At the time, Mattel still had the license to make Disney dolls, so they created a beautiful line of dolls. Honestly, the first Mattel Tangled doll line was like really beautiful. I would even go as far as to call it like the last great Mattel Disney doll line. Interestingly, Mattel seemed to put a lot more money and creativity and effort into these dolls than they had for Princess and the Frog, which had come out a year earlier. I remember the first Rapunzel doll I ever got. I got her at Hamleys, which is an incredibly overpriced toy shop in the centre of London. So I probably paid way too much for her, but the doll retailed for only about $9.99. And here she is in all her glory. This is the exact same doll from 15 years ago. And honestly, I'm still blown away by the quality. She has the bendable rubber legs. She, of course, has incredible long blonde hair. She has a really, really cute face mold with sparkly eyeshadow. And I think most importantly, she has a removable dress with like ribbon detailing and little lacy bits here. Like, they really went all out. This is a really incredible doll. I also got this doll from around the same time. She has even longer hair, and the colours on her dress are slightly different. They're slightly lighter. But of course, Mattel didn't make just 2 dolls. They made many, many, many dolls. Most of them, of course, having different hair play gimmicks. There was Braiding Friends Rapunzel, Colour and Style Rapunzel, Bend and Style Rapunzel, Grow and Style Rapunzel, Ultra Long Hair Rapunzel, Royal Artist Rapunzel. There was, of course, a Flynn Rider doll. This doll is definitely doing Flynn Rider's famous Smolder as well. And Maximus and Rapunzel doll set. And there was also a doll set with all 3 of the main characters. The Sing and Glow Rapunzel doll was released, and she was able to sing songs from the movie. A slightly later version of this doll would have her removable dress replaced with a painted plastic one, which was the first sign that Mattel was losing their ability to deliver quality. The Disney Store also released Rapunzel dolls. The first doll was incredible. She had a paintbrush, and her hair was some of the longest we would ever see from a Rapunzel doll. It was 17 inches long. I have the very first Disney Store Rapunzel doll. I absolutely love her. Look how long this hair is. It's insane. I remember buying this doll on a trip to Disneyland Paris with my friend, and I hadn't even seen the movie yet, but I just had to own her. She has little bits of tinsel in her hair, which is also something that they would stop doing after this doll, and I haven't seen done since. The detailing on her dress is incredible. There's detailing on the front of her dress, and she has her paintbrush. I'm not sure the face mold is exactly right, but I still love this doll. The Disney Store, of course, also made a Flynn doll, which came with a satchel and Rapunzel's crown. There was also a gift set with Rapunzel and Flynn together. There was a 17-inch singing Rapunzel doll. There was a wardrobe playset, as well as a special winter boutique version of the wardrobe playset. In some parts of Europe in 2010, Simba Toys still had the license to make Disney dolls. So, of course, they made some Rapunzel dolls, which are now incredibly, incredibly rare. And I would love to own one.
Oto Roszpunka z najnowszego filmu Disneya Zaplątani oraz jej niesamowite, długie blond włosy. Spójrz, mój kolor. Roszpunka ze świata Disneya, tylko od Simby.
They made basic dolls of Rapunzel and Flynn, magical music brush Rapunzel, growing hair Rapunzel, magical glow Rapunzel. I think magical glow Rapunzel is my favourite. In March of 2011, a Disney Store limited edition Rapunzel doll was released, and she's absolutely stunning. She has these long, billowing sleeves, which, interestingly enough, wouldn't be the last time that these sleeves were added to Rapunzel's look. Rapunzel joins the Disney Princesses. On the 2nd of October 2011, at Kensington Palace in London, Rapunzel was coronated and officially became the 10th Disney princess. I remember because I went to see the procession with my mum. It was really lovely and it was a beautiful sunny day. I was a little bit annoyed that Pocahontas and Mulan had to share a carriage and all the other princesses got their own carriages, but still it was a really great day. Of course, after the coronation, the Rapunzel dolls branding would change because they were no longer part of a standalone property, but they were part of the Disney Princess line. Before, Rapunzel would appear in some Disney Princess merchandise, but she would normally get a little bit of her own unique branding on the box. Mattel would give Rapunzel the Disney Princess treatment. All of her dolls now had the Disney Princess logo, and she got new artwork to better fit in with the Disney Princess aesthetic. The first few dolls would actually have the Rapunzel logo as well as the Disney Princess logo on the box. Some dolls, like the Tangled Ever After dolls, would be released with the Tangled branding and then would be re-released with the Disney Princess branding. But after late 2011, Rapunzel would fully transition into being a Disney princess. Flynn would also get the Disney Princess treatment. Unfortunately, along with the new Disney Princess branding, Rapunzel would also get a pretty significant downgrade in quality. Most of the Disney Princess dolls after this point would have like painted on plastic tops. But they of course released different hairplay dolls, bath dolls, colour change dolls, singing dolls, and light up dolls. In 2015, a Mattel Disney signature doll was released, and this included a brand new face mold for Rapunzel. Sadly, this face mold wasn't used for very long before Mattel lost the rights to make Disney Princess dolls. Disney Store Rapunzel dolls. After the initial release of Tangled dolls in the Disney Store in 2010, Rapunzel would join the Disney Princesses, and Rapunzel would get a new basic doll released in the Disney Store every year. Here are all the dolls in release order leading all the way up until today. There weren't any basic dolls released in 2019 for some reason, or 2022, or 2024 this year for some reason. They appear to have switched to releasing new basic dolls at the Disney Store every other year. So we should get new basic Disney Princess dolls next year from the Disney Store. Rapunzel doesn't have that many costume changes in her movie, so she pretty much always wears this purple dress. But they've experimented with different shades of purple. I have this Rapunzel doll from, I think, 2012. And she has like the darkest purple dress I've ever seen on a Rapunzel doll. It's very dark, but her hair is super, super soft. I also have these two Disney Store Rapunzel dolls. This one is slightly more recent, I think from only about 3 or 4 years ago. The bottom half of her dress feels quite cheap, but I do really like how they've added this little flower in her hair. I also have this Disney Store Rapunzel doll. She is in a ballerina version of her dress. I think I prefer the Rapunzel dolls which include the detailing on the bottom half of her dress. Some of them don't. In 2020, Rapunzel got a brand new face mold, and in 2023, all the Disney princesses got new body molds. The Disney Store also released many limited edition Rapunzel dolls, including a 10th anniversary doll in 2020. I wonder if we'll get a 15th anniversary doll next year. They also released hair play dolls, ballerina dolls, play sets, wardrobe sets, and a holiday doll, and much more. Tangled spin-off dolls. To quickly capitalize on the success of Tangled, Disney released a short called Tangled Ever After. The short was shown before the 3D theatrical re-release of Beauty and the Beast. It was 6 minutes long and revolved around Flynn and Rapunzel getting married. Of course, both Disney and Mattel created dolls featuring outfits from the short. Unfortunately, because Rapunzel had her hair cut into this hideous pixie cut at the end of the original movie, many of the dolls had to feature this pixie cut. You can probably tell I absolutely hate this haircut. It looked dated even in 2010. I just wish Flynn Rider had cut her hair like slightly lower down. And why did it have to turn brown? Hilariously enough, some of the dolls take some creative license and give Rapunzel her original long blonde hair, even though it doesn't really make sense with the timeline. Mattel dolls, for example, would all feature her long blonde hair, whereas the Disney Store would give us a bit more of a mix. I, of course, bought the version with blonde hair, and her hair is incredible. She has all these cute little flower hair clips in it, and she has an incredibly long veil. In March of 2017, Tangled the series was released and ran for 3 seasons until 2020. It was 2D animation and had a very different art style to the original movie. The series began with Rapunzel magically regaining her long, magical blonde hair. Thank goodness. And of course, the series needed dolls. The Disney Store released dolls, and there were even mini dolls and doll sets. I have one of the Disney Store dolls here, and as you can see, her hair is crazy long. It's very yellow. And her outfit is slightly different than it normally is. It's like slightly darker purple. Hasbro also released dolls, although they were sort of like half action figure, half fashion dolls. They had mostly painted on plastic clothes. The Disney parks have released 3 different exclusive Rapunzel dolls over the years. I wish the Disney parks would create more exclusive dolls because I love picking up an exclusive doll whenever I go to a Disney park. There was one Disney on Ice Rapunzel doll made, and as with all the Disney on Ice dolls, she looks weird. Hasbro Rapunzel dolls. In 2016, Mattel lost the rights to make Disney dolls and Hasbro took over. The first Hasbro dolls weren't very well received by fans because they had these weird, oversized, stylized heads. I personally didn't mind that Hasbro was trying something a bit different, and I especially appreciated the fact that the dolls had removable fabric clothes. That said, for the second release, they shrunk the heads down to make them a little bit more movie accurate, and I think the second release of Hasbro dolls are my favorite. They wear these beautiful watercolor dresses. I have my Rapunzel one here. I just think she's really cute. The hair's super soft. The third release were absolutely the worst by far. They had these really tacky painted on plastic clothes. It was a massive downgrade. The fourth release, on the other hand, were a slight improvement in my opinion. They had these like diamond-inspired tops, which I quite liked. And this one again, I think had a new face mold for Rapunzel. Hasbro, of course, made loads of other dolls for Rapunzel, including color change dolls, hair play dolls, reveal dolls, singing dolls, dolls with extra accessories, and they also made a doll with super long hair, which I actually kind of want, even though overall the quality looks pretty bad. Hasbro also released a line which was called the Style Series, and I really liked this line. I thought it was a great line. Rapunzel had 2 dolls released in this series, and both of them I actually quite like. They remind me of Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream. I have this one here with me. I just love all of the tulle. I think this is a really nice doll, personally. Mattel wins back Rapunzel. In January of 2023, after Mattel won back the Disney license, they started releasing new Disney dolls. The basic dolls were the first to be released, and I thought they were pretty underwhelming, personally. They didn't really improve on what Hasbro was doing, but the face mold they made for Rapunzel was pretty nice. I have the doll here, and yeah, I mean, the articulation's pretty bad. This doll is clearly made for like young kids, because she really doesn't do very much. Mattel also, of course, made the standard singing dolls, hair play dolls, dolls with added accessories, reveal dolls. For some reason, the only Playline dolls to have fully removable fabric clothes were this one adventure set with her and Flynn Rider, and this set with her and Maximus. I don't really understand why these dolls got removable clothes, but not any of the others. Any ideas why this might be? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, these dolls were very lucky. Mattel also released a birthday celebration Rapunzel, which might be the first in a series, I don't really know, but I bought her and I really like her. She's really cool and she has bendable knees, which is so rare with Mattel dolls these days. And she has really soft long hair. I bought her for I think only like £20, which I thought was quite decent. And recently, Mattel Creations have released a beautiful Enchanted Elegance collector doll of Rapunzel, which I actually pre-ordered. Hopefully it'll be here soon. Let me know if you want an unboxing. So there we have it, doll fans. That was the full evolution of Rapunzel dolls. Let me know which Rapunzel dolls were your favorite. Also, don't forget to watch some more videos from me. Also, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Also, support me on Patreon. Like I said before, my most recent video is all about the Barbie Dolls of the World line. And have a great day, doll fans. See you real soon. Bye! Thank you so much to Siren Kelly, Sunny, Bobby and Cheryl, Imani, Tracy, Jico, Patty Heiss, Anna, Jordan, Cynthia, Raina Ray, Petra, Desi, Michael, @dolls_on-the-go, Jasper, Laterian Donnell, Lily and Lish, Michael and Russ. And thank you to all my other Patreon supporters. Your support means everything.